Once again, we are going to find equivalent fractions. We're doing equivalent fractions. So we've got on this screen, we've got 1/3 equals the same as a 2/6. And I want you to see that this particular shaded area is really exactly the same as this particular shaded area. And look here, this particular shaded area is also the same. And we remember what we were speaking about yesterday. We were speaking about the fact that the numerator is the top number. So this is the numerator and the bottom number is the denominator. Okay, so 1/3. And the 3, the denominator, that shows the whole. So we've got 1, 2, 3 parts of our whole. And the 1, the numerator, is the part we're using. And the more I repeat, hopefully the more that'll get into your heads. If you're not understanding it yet, don't switch off. Just do your best to take in as much of that information as you can. So 1/3 is the same as 2/6, which is the same as, and if we count up all these parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there's 9 there. So 9 parts of that whole circle. And of that whole circle, 3 of those parts are shaded. You know, you can just stop and rewind, stop and rewind. So here, this, I hope you can see my screen, but I'm going to draw an arrow. This particular thing that you're looking at now, the 1/3 equals 2/6, it shows you how to get there. If I go 1 times 2, it's going to equal 2. And if I go 3 times 2, it equals 6. What I like to repeat over and over again in my fractions classes is whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So when we're finding equivalent fractions, whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So I'm going to write that. You have your 1/3 and we want to find an equivalent fraction. So we're going to pick any number in the world that we want, to keep it simple and to keep it on the same page as what we just taught you. I'm going to pick the 2. So 3 times 2, well, that equals 6. Okay, remember what I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. So 1 times 2 equals 2, and there I have an equivalent fraction, 2/6. 1/3 is the same as 2/6. So here in the next picture you have 1/3 times by 3. So whatever I do to the bottom, I do the top. So 3 times 3 is, thank you very much, Bailey, that's 9. And 1 times 3, thank you for that, Taffy, it is 3. That's 3/9. So 1/3 is equivalent to 3/9. And we can see that in our original pictures up here. We had 1/3, we had 2/6, and we had 3/9, and all of these were equivalent. So 1/3, 2/6, and 3/9 are equivalent fractions. 2/6 and see, we've got 1/3 over here, must be 2/6 and 3/9 are different ways of writing 1/3. And this little box down the bottom here, it says to find an equivalent fraction, we multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number. So just really, really quickly, if you don't understand, you've got Coach Kokonis. Remember, you can rewind and pause and play it 500 times if you need to. You can ask mum and dad or a sibling, but what you must do is you must be independent. You must try your hardest. If your hardest means you have to listen to this video 10 times, that's okay, because all of your efforts and your positive attitude will help you be a magnificent learner, and I promise it will get easier. It's a huge statement, but if you keep on diligently trying, it will get easier. So don't give up, keep going. Coach Kokonis is there. And you've got me on play, repeat, play, repeat, play, repeat, play, repeat. Lucky you. Ha ha ha.